Hey there, welcome to Red State Update. My name's Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, this is Dunlap, the dirt nap, dirt sack, sun drop, the lakefront property.
What?
You know me. It's your boy, the Dirty. I'm back again. There was at some point you're like, well, dumb nicknames aren't appropriate. People are dying of coronaviruses and rising up against centuries of injustice. And then you're like, well, I'm going to forget them if I don't say them out loud. And honestly, I already kind of did. So, point is moot. So it's your boy, Moot.
Dirty mouth is what it is. Just dirty mouth.
Dirty mouth, the Moot lap, back at you. We have Jackie, and I got to say, we may be about ready to cancel this podcast. I think it may be the final days.
Right now.
They're going to get him. They're going to get Trump. They got him in their sights. Manhattan DA. You know Manhattan DA. That's damn Law and Order.
Yeah.
I forget which half. I don't know which half it is.
I don't know him personally, but yeah, they do
I can't
good.
Watch that show anymore because he tweets it all the time. Law and Order. And I'm like, well, I can't. I've got to boycott it. It's the Beans and Law and Order.
It's not Law and Order's fault. Bless their hearts, because Lord knows they did a good job for 50-something years. But with one thing on Twitter, it's over. I'm never again.
Canceled. Not TV canceled. Twitter canceled.
Yeah. It's on TV all the damn time. You find it on TV. Yeah, it don't matter.
You can't miss it.
No, if you're going through all them cable channels, which will give you about 200 more than you need, you're going to see it 18 times. You go all the way through there. Not the same one, different ones, because there's so many of them. Yeah, I'm
Paul
going to miss it. Huh?
You go, Paul Sorvino?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot. Paul Sorvino? And listen, I want to get into this Manhattan DA thing, but Wilford Brimley passed away, Jackie. Did you
I
hear
saw that? Yeah. I was trying to look up clips of the week and whatnot, and first off, I remember he sang with Riders on the Sky, right? I think he did a singing with them.
He had some music with Riders in the Sky. Yeah.
There's something on, I don't know which one it's on, Bookface or whatever, but it's a Little Red Wagon. Won't you get in a Little Red Wagon with me? He does better than I do, yeah. But there's lots of good clips of him singing.
I just regret that you two never got to sing together.
I would have loved to sing with him, man. Of course, nowadays they do it at a computer. Remember Hank Williams Jr., awkward as hell. Because, him with his daddy, they put them together in the song and in the video. They do anything like that. I don't think, if somebody did that, Wilford Brimley, it would be nearly as awkward, though, because we're not related in any way. Neither of us, as far as I know, had a major alcohol, drug issue either.
Well, let me just say, pretty sure it would still be awkward, despite the reasons you give. Also, I think that we are closer. Hank Williams Jr. was closer to the day he fell off that mountain than he is to today, the day he made that song with his daddy. That was 90 years ago.
I know.
That come out. That's 90-year-old technology. Think what he could do today, and I'm sure he's using all the money he makes from, what does he do, deer hunt? All the money he makes from deer hunting, pouring that into, I need a new thing of me and daddy. Like a picture, a Photoshop. No, me, like singing or walk up to him and go, hey, remember me? And I think with coronavirus, he's probably got a lot more time to think of things like that.
Think of things like that.
He's probably just riding around town without a mask, following out tree stands and trying to come up with new ways to use. I think he's talking to James Cameron. He might be in Avatar 5.
He going to say, how can you get my daddy to bad mouth Obama at one time? I don't know if he'd do it now, but at one time, like, can you get him to go on Fox and Friends with me? You can get him to sing Tear in the Bed, get him on there. He said,
So, and I understand you have a special guest. Who do you have with you there, Bocephus. Well, it's my daddy. I just say it was pocket size for some reason. He reaches into his jeans pocket.
Yeah, with computer, you can make him any size you want, yeah.
Pulls him out. He goes like, Obama sucks.
Yeah, Daddy, I hear you.
Yeah, he's
Don't
smart.
get him started. He'll go on and on.
So anyway, they got Trump dead to rights. They are going to bring him down. They have ensnared him in the net of justice.
I don't know. Look, I'm glad they're trying. Let's say that much. I don't know if I got anything. Look what happened. One day you think he's going to get impeached. The next day, Bill Barr fires another judge or whatever the hell. I mean, who knows? I don't know what's going to happen.
Had they brought them stakes back?
What are they?
The stakes. I just figured people always make fun of him. All them stakes, the Trump stakes. I just figured at some point, just the way he keeps bringing hydroxychloroquine back, he's gonna get Bill Barr to get them stakes in stores.
Get it going again, yeah. But who knows? Maybe he can't. That could be one of the things Manhattan looking into. That's what the Trump lawyers up there saying that they want is they're just poking around, just aggravating the hell out of him. He's trying to run the country. He's dealing with a pandemic. For God's sake, you've got to leave the president alone and quit just digging and looking here and looking there and all that. Just poke around wherever you want to. Well, it turns out that today they said, no, ain't poke around. We want here what we're poking at, this, and this. So evidently, they said it's more than paying the porno lady. They're saying it's all sorts of. I mean, they got evidence, I guess. So we'll see what happens. Unless if they can make Epstein disappear in a I don't know how they can't make boxes of tapes or who knows what the Bill Barr can make vanish. I don't know.
I mean, I started making the fat joke, so I'm just going to finish it. I was going to say 2 or 3 plates at the Luby's buffet, but
he's big, yeah. I'm
trying to turn away from that. I do think that we should not. Jackie, kids are going to watch. Kids who will never listen to this, but I think kids on Twitter go, man, Moesha, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That was because Moesha coming on Netflix. People watching it, and they're like, man, it's a lot of fat jokes. Kids only like fat jokes when they're bullying you, as I found out every time I drive by a school. Other than that, they're like, no, you shouldn't do it. So, Bill Barr, I apologize for making a fat joke at your expense. Instead, I should have focused on your fat.
Instead of saying he's fat, say that he looks like somebody else that everybody knows is fat. And no one's saying the word fat.
Like an elephant's asshole?
Well, yeah, a good start right there. I don't,
like an elderly elephant's asshole.
Yeah.
Well, you see an elephant, you go, oh, that's a Bill Barr. I don't see it. Oh, elephant, turn around. Oh, there it is. So, extensive and protracted criminal conduct at the Trump organization is what they mentioned.
Look at decades of it, I think. I mean, they wanting to go as far back as they can. Which, listen, good for them. Thank you so much. But I think I said this years ago when they were looking into his stuff. Which pretty much since he became president, they sure did start looking into it a lot. Maybe if he'd have looked into this before he became president, he might not be president now. Now, I doubt that. He could have been in prison and gotten out and done that TV show and said what he said about Hillary, probably still would have gotten elected. So I can't guarantee.
The sad fact is that enough people are fine with all this.
Yeah.
They were fine enough to get him elected, and nothing that come out since that have they been less fine with. Our only hope is that enough people get tired of it. Because they're fine with it, but maybe they'll get tired of it. It seems to be happening. So fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means for, the moral health of our country. I'd say it's outlook about like coronavirus health of this country. Not good.
No.
So Billy Bob Barr got up there and he testified. I still want to call him Bob Barr, even after all these years. Has it been years? It feels like it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go back to Bush. So he testified. They called him up there. Did you watch any of that, Jackie? Him up there?
Tried to. He just a smug, just up there showing it like hind end or elephant's hind end, like you said.
Yep. His face.
Yeah.
So he basically just said that he all bets are off, basically. Like he if Trump lost the election, would you if it was clear, I would leave if it was clear. But then he's saying that, too much vote by mail means it won't be clear. I mean, pretty cloudy.
He left it wide open to pull off whatever he thinks he's going to need to.
Cloudy as his urine. Yes, they did leave it wide open. He did leave him lots of wiggle room, which, God damn it.
Hey.
You need a lot of if it's Bill Barr wiggling. After this episode, I'm sorry. I really am sorry. I had a whole conversation with myself, Jackie. I was like, hey, it ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't fair. You catching people catching shrapnel from these. Because it's Trump and Bill Barr. Those are the only two. I'm going to get Bill Barr off air, and they'll just leave Trump. And then when Trump's gone, no more. Yeah, he did leave himself lots of room to do whatever fascist stuff. Well, they just had the federal the federal soldiers, the federal troops, the felchers in the damn Portland, and then they just gone, and then everything gets quiet.
Yeah, makes you wonder that, don't it?
They had a lot of video of it they can use on Facebook to help get him reelected.
Other than that, I didn't see a whole lot of point to that. That's what I remember. That all Republicans. Well, one of them finally did it. And I can't remember which one it was. God forgive me, but I can't. They all start to outside of Jim Jordan. They all start to bleed together. I'm like, But one of them said, and also, you be sure and thank those men for saving, thank them. When you see those guys again, you be sure and thank them. And then every Republican after him, he like, damn, he got that. I should have said, everyone before him I should have said that. Jim Jordan didn't even tell him to thank him. But yeah, every Republican after that, I tell you what, A.G. Barr, you be sure and thank those men.
Thank the van, too. Did anybody say that yet?
The van? I don't know.
Thank the van. When you see the vans, when you get the rental receipt from Hertz, just thank it. It's not funny. None of it.
Hell no.
I don't know if it's is it fascism? Is it distraction? I mean, when you're using fascism to distract from your corruption and your corruption to distract from your fascism, what's the point of trying to figure it out anymore?
No, it ain't no. Yeah, it's just all. Yeah,
it's all together. It's all mixed up like one terrible fascist, corrupt Reese's bar. Reese's bar, it's a cup. Although, I wouldn't turn a bar down.
I ain't done that. They got Reese's sticks. I like them. I like a stick. Give me a Reese's bar. I'll eat that. Reese's
bar. Anybody listening? Are they still selling candy?
I don't know.
They are ruining the mail. So they First, I think we said last week that they were using the protests for damn commercials.
Yeah, we did. Or
the fascism for the commercial.
Yeah, and practicing what they may try to do. If we can do this much, maybe we can do this much. Seems like they just keep pushing it, see what they all get away with to me.
Yeah. So he's got it set up. So maybe Trump is too inept. Maybe ultimately too self-consumed, too self-pitying, too easily distracted, too stupid, too plagued by his past corruption, to really take advantage of this whole fascism thing. But, next guy, maybe the next guy will be a little better at it.
He'll look at all Trump's mistakes, many, many, many mistakes, and, possibly learn from them. Louis DeJoy, I think how you say his name, or Louis DeJoy, whatever it is. This is a man he's now our current Postmaster General. You mentioned the Postal Service. I just want to point out Louis DeJoy, big buddy of Trump, millions and millions of dollars donated to him right now. And he has got his, job now as a Postmaster General, who's, I never knew this, but evidently, I guess the job of the Postmaster General is to destroy the post office.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that. It's new to me, which I guess everyone before him didn't do a good job as they should, but he's cut out for this work, I tell you that. They're going to shut down, they're going to close the post office, and people are going to stand by and watch this. Granted, I don't know what the hell to do. Call your senator, representative, tell them this Louis DeJoy. All these people think it's funny. Yeah, shut it down. That's right. Shut it down. Get it. Yeah, there ain't gonna be no fraudulent election. Which basically saying that there ain't gonna be no election. Just shut it down. I can't vote. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna vote by mail, by God. Well, when the election's over, whatever happens, you ain't going to have no damn post office. It's going to be the rural people. It's going to be hurt the most. Be out there, Lord knows, how you get anything anywhere. People don't care. Yeah, get rid of the post office. Hell yeah. Let's do that. What's wrong with people? They're shutting them down. It's getting harder and harder to do. They're shutting someone down in Smyrna. It's slowing things down. We'll see what it's doing in November.
I mailed you. Did you get that $100 I mailed you?
Huh?
I mailed you that $100 I owed you. Did you get it?
Hell no. You didn't mail that first off, but no, I ain't got it.
I did like 3 weeks ago, and I made fucking Trump.
Watch your mouth.
Another thing we called last week, Jackie, that is connected to this is that this is in the Washington Post. As Trump leans into attacks on mail voting, GOP officials confront signs of Republican turnout crisis. Trump's unfounded attacks on mail balloting are discouraging his own supporters from embracing the practice, according to polls and Republican leaders across the country, prompting growing alarm that one of the central strategies of his campaign, which is ruin the mail, is threatening GOP prospects in November. This man is a genius. And by genius, I mean a shithead.
Yeah. Well, it's about time.
I guess, what does shithead mean? Shithead means like you're mean, right? You say, hey, he's a real shithead. He's kind of a dickhead.
Head full of it.
It doesn't mean you're like I think if you said he's a doo-doo head, I guess that still means kind of mean. If his head is full of shit or doo-doo, then I would guess that means he's stupid instead of mean. He's both.
Yeah.
He's a shithead and a head full of shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's hurting his own. He doesn't need a new avenue in hurting his own re-election chances to explore, but he's opened one up in this whole ruining the mail thing.
He goes on TV, and I know it's the same thing as the tested thing. He says over and over again, mad at Fauci about. No, the more you test on it, well, I don't. No pointless even getting into that. But he'll sit there and say this back to back. We can't have the mail in now absentee. That is good. Now, I've used that. People use that. Absentee is good, but this mail, no, sir, man, there ain't no damn difference. It's the same damn thing. Exact same damn thing. And Republicans have been winning in a lot of red states on absentee or whatever you feel like calling it that day. Maybe this time around it won't because he isn't. I don't want to say it over and over again, President shit, but you know.
Party leaders in several states say they are encountering resistance among GOP voters who are being encouraged to vote absentee, while seeing the president describe mail voting as rigged and fraudulent.
I ain't gonna wear no mask, and I ain't gonna vote in the mail. Not gonna do it. Don't you even ask me to do it. I get mad as hell if you tell me to put on a mask, put a stamp on a ballot and mail it. How dare you?
Like, I know we were making fun of Hank Williams Jr. in a loving way, but Country Boy Can Survive, whatever else it may be, is about being tough, being rugged, being somebody who can take care of business, stand on their own. They don't need not somebody who won't wear a mask, who's scared to wear a mask and afraid of the mail lady. It ain't. I just feel like somewhere along the way, now I feel like one of the Republicans like, oh, it used to be a John Wayne country. Now, but I feel like we've lost the thread here. Just the people gets off on being scared so much, it doesn't make sense. It feels like, I don't know. I don't know what Hank Williams, if Hank Williams Jr. was alive today, I don't know what he'd say about it all.
He's still alive, I think.
What would he say about it? He'd be like, yeah, don't vote. Shove this mask up my ass. Shove this mask up my ass.
All right, don't start that. What you say, you shove it in the envelope when they send you the mail-in ballot, you write the F word or whatever it is on the mask and then stuff it in the envelope, send it back.
And how people going to live? They pass this bill in Nevada, expanding mail-in voting. People out there live far away, and those people are Trump supporters. They live in anthills. They have burrowed out cactuses. They have strange sex cults, and these are all hundreds of miles from the nearest town. Like, there's no way they're coming in to the goddamn dentist office, parking lot, makeshift voting area. Like, they got to mail that shit in. I mean, he really is hurting himself, but that's great. That's great. Let's let this keep happening.
Yeah. I don't know. He don't know what he's doing. First and foremost, he try. When every time they said, "Oh, this week he's going to try to be more this, more that," maybe there's a half a day of it. He don't know how to do nothing else but be mean and dumb.
They are so excited to give it to him, Jackie. If he was just not mean and dumb for more than. They announced that no more mean and dumb, and then he comes out and they've already got the story. Like, today was the first day, and he's like not mean and dumb for like half a sentence, and they get the story out, and then he's mean and dumb again. If he could just not be mean and dumb for one day, he would get so much glowing praise. The press would fall all over themselves.
He don't know how to do nothing else. That's all he knows how to do. And it's worked for him, too. Don't tell me that it ain't. Maybe we're finally seeing it not.
They get tired. People were fine with it, and now they're just getting tired of it. Hopefully
but some people getting tired of being cooped up in the basement or bunker like me, having
it literally
done, people dying, and
it
nothing.
Literally took people dying, economy, people getting kicked out of the house, rent, get rid of the unemployment, damn Russia, damn, North Korea, everything. What happened at the beginning of the year? Weren't we going to war with somebody? Was that Iran?
Yeah.
North Korea?
Yeah.
I forget. All that has happened, I think, and finally, some of these people are finally, I don't know. I might have reached my limit. I might have had my fill.
156, 7,000, Lord knows how many more. By the time we get done talking on this thing, America's dead.
Again,
he's golf and everything else. And people defend, like, I'll let him go. They got so mad. Liberal got mad as hell at Bush. Fox News stayed mad at Obama every time he golfed. Didn't matter which way which side you on. You don't go golfing as you don't do it. I'm gonna say, I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna say Bush and Obama probably golfed roughly the same, right? Let's just say for argument's sake, close in the same ballpark, so to speak. He goes golfing every weekend now. And people like, he needs a break. He works so hard. Of course, he says exercise. But you see, little old lady, he got to have a break. You know what he's dealing with, how hard his job. What is he doing? I don't know what he's doing. Doing what?
What do they think he's doing? I can't even.
Other than sending out, the army to overtake the terrorist Antifa, I don't know. What? And even that, he ain't doing it that good. He did doing it in Oregon. She had a little bit here and there. I don't know. What do they think he's doing?
What was the woman's name that used to work for him? I don't think he works for him. She was Ivanka's friend, and she was like his close aide, and she left the White House. I can't keep up with how many of them leave the White House. I know it was a pretty lady, right? I can't remember the name. Well, that's not. I just feel like he spent a lot of time calling her, asking where the remote is.
Still, yeah. I mean, all this last week, week before, I don't know. We're talking about he's sending out troops. He's shut down the post office. What the hell is going on? I don't know. And, I ain't in a different spot now. He could literally send troops out everywhere, keep people from voting. He could do. I wouldn't put anything past him. At the same time, October come around, he keeps going down in the polls. See, he's going to be humiliated. He very well said, look, I tried everything I can. Y'all don't appreciate me. I'm late here. Pence, you do it. I've had enough. I tried to make America better. I did, and this is how you treated me. Up all the years, I'll see you later. And when he says up all the years, he talking to the GOP. He can walk out. That is just as probable as anything else. Who the hell knows what's going to happen?
Oh, I know what he spends a lot of time doing. Having his fingers wet-napped by a presidential aide. You think he really would quit? That still seems as possible to me as anything else. Just he gets tired of it.
Yeah, you can tell lately he's tired. I mean, he can't have his rallies no more, so he don't ever get pumped up like he used to, and But like every time I see he's doing these things. I mean, I don't watch them, but I hear people talk about it and look at on news. He said this, something crazy, or whatever. But he just looked like, I got to do this every day, and I can go golf on it. He seems to me like he's getting tired of it.
I'm going to say he doesn't even like to go golfing anymore. He'd rather just lay up on a couch, but he knows it makes people mad.
Yep.
Which is really the only reason people exercise, right? Like, when Carl sees how fit I am, he's going to shit his pants.
Why?
Louise dumped me, huh? Wait till I show her these abs. You do it for like 2 days. Like, she wasn't that great anyway. But golf is an exercise. We can all agree on that, right?
No, hell no, it ain't.
Couldn't somebody just run on? Maybe somebody has. Like, I don't golf. I hate golf. I will not golf. Has somebody done that already?
Does Biden golf?
Oh, God, I hope not. I mean, I don't want to see him out, I don't know, in a grass with a bunch of holes in it. We're trying to keep people alive, not put them in danger. So, Jackie, one great thing though that we can say, well, at least this is still working in America with this coronavirus affecting everybody, not just health-wise, but also financially. Congress has moved swiftly to make sure that we all have the monetary protections we need to pay our rent, to keep unemployment going, so that no one goes hungry or faces added stress during these awful times. Luckily, we've got Mitch McConnell leading the way to protect us all.
Why?
I'm just bullshitting you. No, they can't do nothing right. Just terrible people, monstrous people. And even when they're finally like, well, I guess we got to do something, then they fuck that up too.
Hey, watch it. I don't know the sentiment though. Now I hear that Trump wants to sign an executive order, give everybody their $600, so he comes off like a hero and all this. Which the GOP, they're trying to take that away, so you turn around on them right there, which that's kind of funny to me. No, everybody, I'm going to sign an executive order, make sure we get this money to everybody, to hell with the Democrats and Republicans both. I don't know if he can actually do that, but I heard that's what they're talking about.
I do think he understands the value of giving people money.
Well, yeah.
The one thing I do think he gets is that sending people money, even if it's not enough, even if it's too little too late, will help give him a bounce in the polls, even with his stupid name on that fucking check. That will help him out. And he does understand that. I don't know if that just means he's just instantly attuned to the worst of us, but people need money. So I don't know. That could be worse. He could be saying, don't give them any money. He could come out every day and say, don't give them no money. And I'm talking to you, you unemployed assholes in Arkansas. And the people in Arkansas can go, well, hey, yeah, he's right. You got my vote.
He don't mince words. He says it like it is. He's just straight ahead. That's what we need nowadays. He's right.
Yeah, I'll vote for him. Somebody's going to have to give me a ride because they come and got my mailbox and I ain't got no gas money. But if somebody can get me to the polls, I'll vote for him. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What do you do with your mailbox once they finish ruining the post office?
Some people put in a little work on it. You know, you say, I personally don't like them, but people, they have a little barn or a little whatever, make a little thing, little castle or something. I like a regular mailbox. It ain't for show. It's just put the mail in, get it out. But I guess now, those ain't going to be no good. If you have one that you like, maybe throw some bird seed in the back of it. They get in there and eat it. I don't know.
I didn't know those made you so mad when somebody puts some flowers. It's a mailbox.
Look, I understand people ain't got time on their hands and they don't have anything to do, and they know if they'll let them live by themselves or whatever it is. Lots of different reasons that you want to spend time making a fancy mailbox.
I can see that, though. I can see you drive around going, oh, God, look at that mess.
Don't need all that. Good for you. It's showing off, too. If you like to do it, keep it in the house and let that one be for mail, one be for showing off. It's just, to me, it's just like too much business for a mailbox. It don't need all that. You just,
Folks, we need more social media engagement. Send us your pictures of your fanciest mailbox of yours or people in the neighborhood. We don't need to recognize where anybody lives, but just send us pictures of fancy mailboxes just to make Jackie mad. Send us some.
I'm not going to get mad. I'm just going to I'll say which ones bother me more than the other one does.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, send us that. You can reach us on the Instagram. You can't send something. Oh, yeah, you can send it in a message. Do it on Twitter. Let's do it on Twitter or Facebook. Send us some. Are we on TikTok? We need to get on TikTok before they cancel that.
What is that? That's China, right?
That's yes. And
he
teenagers.
That the president you got a China virus come from China and TikTok. Which one of these two you won't get rid of? I get this TikTok guy. TikTok has got to go.
Yeah, he's got a real.
First, it was going to be gone by Saturday. I don't even know how you make it show up or go away on the computer. But Saturday, he's going to be gone. Friday's going to be gone Saturday. Now he said sometime September. Of course, he said 2 weeks ago when they're trying to kill Obamacare, my big health care plan's coming out 4 days from now. Whatever the hell it was.
Sure. Well, I heard there's going to be a cure for coronavirus pretty soon also.
Well, there is. No, hydrochloroquine. There is a cure. Didn't you know that?
I seen that woman talking that he retweeted that he thought was an important voice that he doesn't know anything about. And yeah, she did give me a lot of confidence in that we're getting close to, we just got to get hydroxychloroquine. Hey, folks, listen, we did a parody song of hydroxy called Chloroquine, set to the tune of John Deere Green. Months and months ago. And we thought, well, this story's gone, but we did it anyway. We put it out, and I think we put it out right as protests were starting. We're like, well, this is stupid. Nobody cares. Nobody needs to hear this. This is a burden on people who hear it.
This should not be the focus.
No, this should not be the focus.
This is the last thing you need to spend your time listening to.
It was like what's the guy's name? Does JFK? He did the JFK impersonation. Von Meter. It was the Von Meter song and yet we have reposted that dumb song like 4 times since then. You would think that the first time somebody tells him that it's poison, that he would stop talking about it, but he cannot fucking stop talking about it. That also gives me hope in terms of the election, because before, when he couldn't stop talking about things, it made people like him for some reason, especially all the racist things and the sexist, terrible assault things. Just really, people really warmed up to him over those things. Again, we have to, at some point, once we get past this, address the moral health of this nation. But he cannot stop talking about murdering the people in this country. And that's another thing I think people are starting to get tired of. Like the 5th time that we've just put this evergreen tweet of this dumb song parody up. Go listen to it, by the way. It's we neither one of us sings it, so it's tolerable. It's better than it could be.
Yeah.
And we'll put it up again. I have no doubt that we will get to put this up again.
Hey, today, put it up.
Go post it right now.
Right now, he did today. Jim McCosta asked him about hydrochloroquine. I'll say it again. I take it. It helped me out. I did good. My good friend, he didn't say this, but his good friend Louis Gorman. He's taking it. He's fine. Now, he got coronavirus from wearing the mask, right?
Yeah, he's sitting there going, I guess it's a mask.
I can't figure out how I would have got this other than them making me wear this mask.
That's like Phantom of the Opera going, this fucking thing disfigured my face. Let me tell you, also, not a good time. I'm really going to weed out the fat jokes, even on the terrible monsters like Bill Barr and Trump. But bald jokes, I think I can keep. And Gomert, that motherfucker at the post office.
All right. Yeah.
Not a good week for baldos. Did Gomert think hats made him bald? So he's still alive. I'm going to say I don't know what would have happened if Herman Cain had been president, but it would not have been worse than this.
Wouldn't have been this bad as this. No, it probably would have been bad, but not anywhere close. You got to really be mean and stupid. Really, from the bottom of every fiber of your being to keep screwing stuff up. Because most people, let's face it, like Bush messed up. God love my love, messed up. At least he tried afterward. Like, no, this, you just doubling down, dumbing down. Him being out there saying anything about all of the terrible, horrible things we're doing, just trying to exist in this world, and him coming out and talking about any of it makes it worse. Just every day.
Herman Cain, I like the people who get mad at you on Facebook for saying everybody wear your masks. And they're like, oh, the shaming has got to stop. And then they're mad at people saying Herman Cain got it at the Trump rally for not wearing a mask. How dare you speak ill of this man? Like, y'all just killed him. What do you like him now? Yeah, you like him now just so you can get mad at us. At some point in the future, people will be born, live their entire lives, and die just so that people can use them for arguments in Facebook. I guess that's already happening.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, coronavirus, Jackie, I think it's just good news all around. Coronavirus, and I'm not going to do that anymore. No, it's terrible. Everybody's dying.
It's going to get worse. About to open up schools full bore. There are going to be some children, plenty of children going to get sick. They're going to take it home. Some children will die. When the children go home, say the families, some family members will die. Teachers who have to go to work, force them to go in there, they are going to, some of them are going to get sick and pass away. I hope it doesn't take that many before they close them back down. It's kind of like baseball, and ain't nearly as many people in baseball as is in the schoolroom, and they got a big field, stay far away from each other, throw the ball a long way. Every damn night we find out they're canceling the game. They canceled the game last night and tonight. It goes on and on. Open it up, people get sick, close it down, shut it down.
It's crazy about the schools because he's finding an area where he can open up new avenues to hurt himself in the fall. Now, look, come November, none of this might have hurt him at all. Who can say? But it just seems like, well, we've been killing a lot of old people. I think a real growth area is the schools.
Let's swap it out. Let's take it from the nursing home.
Mm-hmm.
Put it over here.
Yeah. And
it's a balance, yeah.
Because they don't care. They don't want anything to be closed. They don't want anything to be closed out of caution or to save lives. They want everything to be open and people dying because they think that's going to be okay. Jared Kushner, we didn't even talk about this, Jackie. Jared Kushner come out today. They just figured it was only coronavirus was only going to be in the blue states. So something they needed to worry about.
Here's a perfect example. Now, not just the president, it's these. I don't even want to call them people. I don't know what the hell it is. Kushner, first off, you're dumb. First off, foremost, anything you do, you have to factor in. Yes, racism, we'll get to all that. But first and foremost, any situation, any decision made, you have to look at the stupendous idiocy take place. So they're looking at California, they're looking at New York. Well, hell, it's just going to happen there. Dumbest, stupidest. All right, there you go. To think that you're going to get away with this because it ain't going to go nowhere but there. We ain't going to have national testing. We'll nip this in the bud, take care of it, have it set up, ready to go. Now, wait, it's just going to be in California and New York. That's it. Let them burn down. Let them all get sick. It's a waste of time. And it'll make them look bad. Like got liberal governors make them look terrible. Now, look, I ain't want to say this is an act of war or whatever it is, but it's some sort of a damn attack. You know this thing's going to kill a bunch of people, and you just sit back and let them kill them because he's in the other political party. What is that? That's not negligence, even though we discussed the stupidity of it. They knew damn well people were dying. I just let them.
I say let them crash. I think 9/11 happened in New York, and people weren't like Bush. Again, this sounds like we love Bush damn podcast, but
hey, everybody loved Bush more than what we're dealing with now. Sure, we get back into that and refer to the terrible thing. They murdered a great many Middle Easterners and on and on. We can get into all that. But
it is important. I mean, I guess we're saying
mention it, yes.
We're looking at the war criminal and going, can we get him back in? That's how bad things are. We're not saying what he did wasn't bad. We're just saying, we're just re-examining. We're not saying that his stuff is worse. I mean,
comparatively is what we're discussing. It's all awful. It's all terrible.
Yeah, the moral health of this.
Well,
including us.
Bill Clinton gets creepier and creepier the older he gets, remembering what we would take that over this.
Oh, he had a bad week.
Who's the woman in jail that's the sex trafficker woman that he wished well? How you say her name?
Ghislaine Maxwell. Is that right?
I'm not saying to go out of your way to choose her to be president over what we're dealing with. That would be awful. God knows. But think about it, folks. Give yourself 5 minutes.
I mean, she probably already knows a lot of the major players in the world of politics.
Oh, yeah.
Folks, what we're trying to say is that things are bad.
They don't need us to tell them unless they watch Fox News and listen to the president. If you got any
maybe they do need to tell us.
Well, yeah.
Damn. I mean, he had the sex demon doctor on. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You got to learn from your mistakes. We're not saying go backwards. We're not saying go backwards. Well, I guess we sort of are because we're saying vote for Joe Biden. But
yeah,
after that, we're not saying go backwards no more. We're going to go forwards. We're not saying we long for the days of George W. Bush. Well, Jackie is, but we don't long for the days of George W. Bush. We long for a future, a different future, a healed nation of where we're going to be lucky to get to Halloween. Anyway, Kushner didn't give a shit. 9/11 happened in New York, and people, it's not like people in 2001 were like, well, fuck them.
Hey, watch your mouth.
I'd like to spit some beach nut in them dudes' eyes. No, they were like, we come together as a nation, celebrate. Listen, if there's another 9/11 or a big earthquake, y'all are fucked.
You're on your own, yeah. And right now, I hate to say it, and I hope to God it don't turn out to be bad, but I what's it called? Isaiah, what's the name of his hurricane?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, here's another natural disaster. If you're in the hurricane's path, I mean, good luck to you. Good luck to you. I guess maybe if you're in Florida, he will pay a little more attention to you than if it goes all the way up to Maine.
He ain't paying a whole lot of attention to Florida with what's going on there.
You don't want him to, is the thing. That's worse than him not paying attention to you. So in a way, you're kind of dodging a bullet if he doesn't pay attention to you. If they're like, well, let him crash. In a way, you're better off.
Isaiah is his name. Hurricane Isaiah. I think I'm saying it right. Isaiah. Well, hope to good Lord it don't inconvenience too many. We're already inconvenienced. You don't need this. So, wishing you the best. Please stay safe. However you got to do it.
Yeah, stay safe. Wear a mask.
Don't push your luck there.
So he's fighting with Burks. He's fighting with Fauci.
Him and Burks used to get along all the time. He never. The first time I heard him say anything about her,
she come out and said the slightest bad thing.
Which is when you say the slightest bad thing, what you mean to say is the truth.
The truth. She come out and said there could be 300,000 coronavirus deaths. She said anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. We used to say that, and it meant like getting to the moon. Now it's like, yeah, it could be 400,000 deaths. Anything is possible. This is America. Things have changed. Things have changed. Jackie, did you hear the story of a small Alabama church that had a revival?
A revival?
And now 40 people have coronavirus?
Well, the young people have get together and parties and hang out, and they did it in Nashville. They did it, where was it? Brentwood? Where was it? Where did they do it?
Up in Nashville, they had the fashion house. They had the big party. There's all these clips of folks. Follow some news reporters in Nashville because they got good clips of people riding up and down Broadway in these bachelorette parties, these out of town convention goers, these bachelor bros, like, and these, you hook up a tractor to a hot tub and you haul it around town, and people are still getting in them things and drinking and huddling up close to each other. Everybody, they had a hookah at the damn party, I think, at East Nashville. It ain't a good look. I mean, and then people are seeing people out at restaurants that have closed down, taking a big financial hit, are seeing restaurants open that are flaunting the law. The police can't do anything about it or won't do anything about it. So the other restaurants are like, well, fuck, you ain't gonna get in no trouble. They're doing it. I'm gonna do it too.
I've been shut down 6 damn months, and he's been staying open. The hell with that. And that's what chaos is. That's just what it is. There's no leadership. There's no nothing. I don't know. You ain't supposed to open, but I guess go ahead. I would, and I can't blame the people going to open up because they about to, they ain't got the extra $600 no more.
I don't want to get mad at these people or call them dumb fucking idiots, ignorant people who care nothing for their fellow man. Dumb, just shithead doo-doo for brains.
Yeah.
There was also some eating ass at this party, apparently. You follow some Nashville reporters. It's good stuff. Lots of good stories.
What, eating drugs?
No, assholes out.
What?
Man, I didn't want to get into this with you this way, Jackie.
I don't want to.
I wanted to prep a little first.
No.
Hold on. Let me see how I can. Okay. Kids and asses. I mean, it's not just kids. It's been around since the damn.
All right. I don't need to know about it, though.
Read Song of Solomon.
What?
It's in there. Falling over stuff in its garage. Jackie, a small Alabama church had a revival, and now 40 people have coronavirus. And they tried to. We ain't been doing sponsors on here, but I did have somebody reach out and said that they operated the COVID party bus in Nashville. I said, well, ain't y'all been outlawed? And they're like, yeah. And what they do is they put you in a giant hot tub that you can see from the outside so that everybody driving by can see you and possibly get infected by you. And it's a sexy COVID party bus tractor. And you get in there and you're in your swimsuits and scrubs, like kind of a half shirt scrub, but no mask, but the little surgical cap. So they can tell you're a doctor, but they don't infringe on your freedom. And they squeeze you in that. He said that we do not operate I said, okay, good. So you've got some standards here in this pandemic. He said, we do not operate unless we are packed to the gills. I said, oh, I thought you were going to say we'll do like 3 in the tank. I said, nope. You are in this. Oh, it's also not water. It's some sort of lube.
What?
You're lubed up and in this tank, just rubbing up against each other, breathing on each other's faces, and God knows what. Riding up and down Broadway. And you're supposed to scream out, hey, roll your windows down. I got a prescription for you to fill. And then, just droplets. So I said, this sounds like something I cannot, in good conscience, take money for. And also, he wouldn't go up off $25. So it is sad, Jackie. It's sad, and it's not a good. It's not a good look for Nashville or this small town in Alabama, the Warrior Creek Missionary Baptist Church, located in a small Coleman County community called Strawberry. Usually they have 80 or 100 Sunday services. Jackie, I bet you'd like to go to a good revival service.
Nothing I like better than a good old revival service, but not in the middle of this.
So they said here, I don't know, we had church Wednesday night. We're in revival, having morning and night services. On the way back over Thursday, I got to call one of our guys in the church tested positive. So we shut down revival by Friday night. I got church members sick everywhere, just like Jesus wanted. Baptist revivals are week-long events, usually featuring a guest evangelist. That's in the article, so I don't want you to think I was just telling you, because I know you know.
I am. I know what it is, yeah.
As for himself, Ross said, I don't know if this is the preacher, but he said, I can't smell or taste. I got a little sinus. That's all I had. The whole church has been running favoring headaches and terrible respiratory issues, and I've been building fences and bush hogging.
He should have stayed home and been fencing and bush hogging instead of going and getting everybody sick in church. You could have stayed home and done that.
You can bush hog.
Yeah.
Nobody ain't saying don't bush hog.
Bush hog all you want. Get out there and bush hog. Get a little exercise. Good for you. Go get you some bush hogging done.
Masks weren't required for the revival, and Ross said most members skipped the week because of the virus. We social distance. Most of them sat with their own family. If you're comfortable shaking hands, you shook hands. If you didn't, you didn't. I ain't never been comfortable shaking hands, but I always felt pressure. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. You're either eating ass in East Nashville or you're at Revival in Strawberry, Alabama. It don't make a difference. You're going down. Burke said you should maybe think about wearing a mask if you live with older people. If you got different generations in the same household, maybe wear a mask at home. So, like, when I move in with you, Jackie, I'm probably going to have to wear a mask.
No, you ain't moving in here. You're going to have to deal with your own situation. No, I got to deal with mine. Man, my wife, that's it. Ain't enough room for you in here. I ain't going to have nobody visiting here. That's a social distance.
What if I come pick you up and we go Revival?
I ain't going nowhere. And I'd like to go somewhere. Hell, I'd like to go to damn Wendy's. And I know they's open, but I ain't going to get out there and go. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to stay inside. I'm old as hell. If I get sick, I'm a goner. Same with my wife. We're going to stay inside. If I have to go out to the mailbox, which I will say looks just like a regular old mailbox, I'm going to put a mask on to go do that. I put a mask on to take the garbage out. If I go outside, I put the damn mask on. If I inside, I take it off because ain't nobody in here but me and her.
You want me to go run you get some Wendy's?
If you leave it at that, I don't know. I don't trust you. First off, you reaching in there. You've always done it. You'd be eating half of my fries by the time you get here. So you have your hands already in there digging around in it. No, I don't want you to get me nothing at Wendy's.
Yeah, you're right, Jackie. There's nothing I'd love more than to go Wendy's and eat half your fries or eat out somebody's ass. But
all right.
The nation has called for me or to go to a Revival in Strawberry, Alabama. I mean, maybe not that part. I don't understand the church. I've seen this thing going around on Facebook, Jackie, this church thing. It's like, it's just a mask. Where it's like, and then they go to like, oh, it's just a concentration camp. And all of a sudden, somebody's putting you in a FEMA camp for telling somebody Merry Christmas. Have you seen that thing? Have you seen this thing? Some people know what I'm talking about. It's this thing going around Facebook basically saying, when people say it's just a mask, that's like slapping Jesus and taking away your freedoms at the same time. Your Jesus freedoms. Those are different than America freedoms. Jesus freedoms are the freedoms that allow you to say, I am a Christian, despite all the persecution you get for that throughout this nation, Jackie. You know how
but Christian Scientists used to have to go to court all the time because they let the children die of cancer or whatever else. They quit letting people do that, if I remember correctly.
Well, everybody's a Christian Scientist now, Jackie.
Tell me about it. And it ain't just your kid gonna die of it. It's everybody. Not just no. I'm gonna put it everywhere. All of y'all.
I'm not here to bash churches. Well, maybe for a minute. So churches make you think that you're under attack. That's how they get people to come back. It used to be a kindness, charity. Now it's about making them think somebody's about to drag you out of your house and set your Bibles on fire. Antifa's coming for you and in Bibles. Liberals are the book burners now. They're going to burn the Bibles. People always forcing you to do things you don't want to do. You have to disavow Christ. You can't pray in school. Everybody thinks they're fucking Shadrach, Meshach, and/or Abednego. But you know who forces you to do things? Church fucking forces you to do things. You already got to go every week. You got to get up Sunday morning, hungover, maybe Sunday night too. If you're really scared that you're under attack, you got to go Sunday night. Hell, maybe Wednesday night if you really think, go to prayer meeting if you think that people are going to come and attack you and force you to consider other human beings. Can we get you to think about empathy? No, I've got to get to church. Like they don't want to be forced to do anything against their will. They got to give 10% of their money. A mask ain't making you give up 10% of your money. That's tithing. I shall be strong and withstand. It's the world's boringest con. You got to go listen to somebody drone on and terrible music and then give them 10% of the money. It's like going to see Kiss nowadays. All you have to do is wear a mask. Instead, you would rather wear like a T-shirt with what Bart Simpson quoting the Bible on it. Instead of wearing a mask. I don't understand. People really want to be like they're in a lion's den. Church people really think they're in the lion's den. And all that's happened is like, you can't find Duck Dynasty on TV no more. Probably. I don't know. It's probably on there for all I know. You don't want to seem of this world, but like, don't wear a mask, and then you'll seem of the ICU. And then you'll seem of the graveyard, I reckon. That's all I can think of.
I guess I'm done too.
You want to talk about eating ass some more? So
all right, shut your mouth.
I mean, it's just like it sounds.
I don't want to talk about it. I didn't want to talk about it to begin with.